What you mean your mom loves your husband? That's a win.
She loves him. She loves anybody who's my op.
Damn, how's he your op though?
He's really not. I just be talking shit. You know, we be having that husband-wife beef 3 times out the day.
How is marriage though? Like you and Eric are both married. Like for real. You like had a wedding? Was it a big wedding, small wedding?
I was gonna have a big ass wedding. I really was. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I will tell y'all this story. I was gonna have a big wedding, and then little by little, the people that I wanted to be my bridesmaids just were like, people I've known all my life that I was cool with, started falling off, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And not only that, then he pissed me off. He did a thing that really, really pissed me off, and I was like, I don't want to marry you. And then I was like off, because he was
Jesse did the thing.
Has grown up a lot. Jesse used to be very immature. I mean, I used to be immature in my own ways. Right. But I grew out of that like when you're expected to grow out of it. He just wasn't like a grown up, you know? But he grew up a lot. He just didn't make me feel secure, like as a wife, as somebody who's a husband. He did things where I felt like, who wants to, like, you're not doing husband stuff. I don't want to marry you. But then we got good, and he proved himself a little bit. And then we just were like, fuck it, let's just get married. And then I wasn't talking to my mom like that. She was doing weird mom stuff that she'd be doing. Hi, Mom. Your mom
was being religious, and you were like, I'm a heathen, Mom. I'm not with all this.
Nah, she says she's special, man. So then we just went down to the Justice of the Peace and got married down at the courthouse. And it was like random. We did it. We didn't really tell anybody we were going to do it. And it was actually fine. I have no problem with that. I do regret not doing like a micro wedding, because I did want to do that, where I just had like me and him get dressed, take pictures with the kids, and do all that. I still want to do that. I'm thinking about doing it maybe for our 5th marriage anniversary.
Okay, yeah, you can still do that. Mm-hmm. One of my old head DJs, shout out to H. Vidal, he did his 5-year renewal, and it looked like a whole different, like a new ceremony. You know what I mean?
Wedding, yeah.
And he had a nice wedding from the jump. I made it there late because I had to DJ that day, but I went. I made sure I got to his wedding real quick and congratulated him and his wife really quick, because those are my peoples. Mm-hmm.
I love marriage. I love love. I don't know. How do I feel about marriage? I feel like it made a difference. I feel like it definitely laid that, like, damn, I really made a choice to really choose this person, and I have to stick with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you do. That's it. That's your person forever.
That's it.
That's you going before God to be like, all right, this is my person.
And made that
till they die.
Because he used to do the dumbest. You're done. I'm done. And I'd be like, I'm out. And I'd try to like date other people. And like you said, Jesse's good all the time. All the time, Jesse's good. He's not the biggest, like, he don't got all the money. He don't got the muscles. You know what I'm saying? But he is an amazing partner. He
don't got the muscles. That nigga look like he can knock somebody the fuck out.
He's strong. He just
Jesse look like he can knock out Optimus Prime if he really wanted to.
We both gained weight in our relationship.
That's a good relationship.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying. Like, no, it ain't.
It's not healthy.
Nah, at all.
Physically, but it's a good relationship.
I be trying to get him, like, I tell him, like, yo, we need to support one another. The next thing I want us to support each other in is a good health journey. Like, I want us to start eating cleaner, being more active. We've gotten more active as far as what we do with our spare time. I'm not trying to work out right now because I got a plan. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm flexible to be, worked with.
In my relationship, I don't got a little husky too. I know the viewers know, and the people who know me know I don't got fat. So
Chuck, you was small?
I wasn't super small. I was never like the smallest guy, but I'll show you a picture of me like 5 years ago and then show you what now. You'd be like, that's a whole different motherfucking nigga. You know what I mean?
I feel like I gained a lot of weight, but it's not like extreme like that, where I look completely different, but I'm definitely
even chunkier. 10 years ago. Well, anybody looked different 10 years ago, but still, like I wasn't ever really this big. I was kind of like a big guy in like middle school and like high school, but after that shit, I kind of slimmed down a little bit, and then I had my kid and been wifed up and just bloof.
It'd be like that. You got wifed up.
And you see what she does, just bake.
Yeah. So. And that shit, her baking looks amazing.
Yeah. I don't even listen. I do not like cakes, but I'll try hers because everybody likes it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's actually good cake. She makes like a good cake.
Yeah.
So
it looks good.
Yeah, they be tasty. She doesn't do all the fondant shit. She does regular, great tasting cakes. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't even really like fondant anyways. So you're not gonna get like a race car looking cake. You're gonna get nigga a nice looking cake.
A dessert.
Yeah, you're gonna get a dessert.
Nice
it's gonna
dessert.
be fucking delicious. Your whole family's gonna be like, who the fuck made that? The name's on the box.
Yeah. I need to get a cake. I didn't hit her up. I want to order a cake.
Yeah, to get
definitely. I want that
cheesecake
order
for Mother's
that
Day.
looked good.
And that's another thing about cake. I don't really like cake, and I especially hate cheesecake. I went after she posted that picture, and I shared it with y'all, and everybody was talking about it. I went and cut me the smallest slice. I'm still not, I wasn't a fan of the cream cheese, but the strawberry shit was delicious, and the Biscoff crust.
Yeah, the strawberry looked good. That cream or whatever she put in it, that's the part that got me too. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, somebody, it was Destiny, matter of fact. Shout out Destiny. Destiny put that on Facebook one day and tagged her in and said she needs that cake, so she, was willing to try it because that's her first time making a cheesecake like that and the sauce that she put on it. And then, came out nice.
It looks good. I can't wait to try
shout
some
out
of that.
to, people giving other people good ideas about things that they do. You need like outsource like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm real big supportive like that. I feel like sometimes people take it weird. Like, people don't know how to receive good energy. You ever notice that?
Sometimes.
Like, you put out good energy.
They're not used to it.
They don't know how to receive it.
Some people don't know how to receive nurturing things because they didn't go through that in life.
Yeah,
which I can understand, but it's kind of weird when you're trying to give somebody something cool and they just don't know how to accept that shit. And it's even worse because it's even happened to me in cases you show somebody some love and they get defensive. It's like, bro, I'm trying to show you love. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I felt that like in relationships where I think I was more there for the person or took them serious at a different level as a friend or family, confided in them differently than they confided in me. Where like somebody will be having a conversation, I'll be like, oh my God, like I'll jump in and say something. They'll look at me like, bitch, why are you talking? Like, damn, I thought we was, you know what I mean? Like I
thought this was talk time.
With people, people who I would consider family, and I'm like, that's weird that you're being like that. But then eventually I ended up falling out with people like that, and it's like the signs were there. Like, y'all don't fuck with me, I fuck with y'all. But a lot of people don't. I think I'm aggressive and passionate with everything that I do. So I am aggressive with my love.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, I'm aggressive with my love, and I will insert myself in your life to insert that love in there. And some people just don't like that. They don't know how to receive it.
That sounds like Diddy and put the love in your life.
I'm gonna insert myself in your life and put the love there. Insert this love. Damn, that's dirty. Gonna insert this love in you.
That sounds a little crazy.
Girl,
now you're forcing love on motherfuckers.
Exactly. That might be what it is. I might have to learn how to chill. Like, let you tell me you need the love and I got you. But
some people do need it though. They don't need for you to tell them they actually need
come here,
some love before they crash out. You know what I mean? You don't ever want to see your people crash out because they wasn't getting their love reciprocated or they just wasn't getting any love at all. You know what I mean?
It's also crashing out when you got somebody like me in your life and you don't appreciate me, and now you doing weird shit like being weird to me because you don't know how to take me. That's a crash out. Losing me is an L.
Okay.
Big L. Okay. I know that. Only because my intentions, like I'm not perfect all the time, but my intentions is always gonna be good. Always. I can get a little vibrational if you get there first, but I'm never gonna start I will never start the stuff or be spiteful and mean to anybody just cause. Nah, people be like that just cause. I don't like it.
Nah, I dig that.
Yeah.
I don't like mean-spirited people.
At all.
I'm a little mean myself, but that's just...
I don't think you're mean. I think you're like me. You just know how to say what
I say a mean thing sometimes for my own reaction. Like, I don't care how anybody else feel about the shit, you know what I mean? Sometimes I might say something mean so I get a little chuckle out of it. Yeah. Myself, for my own entertainment.
That's just comedy then. That ain't you being mean. That's just entertainment. There's a difference between being a mean-spirited person.
But I could tell, like, mean-spirited people, like, you know what I mean? I don't like that shit, but...
Yeah. Don't be mean to me or Choke because we don't like it. Or mean to Eric. Shout out to Eric. He's on the 12s. They got him. They got my mans out there in the field.
Please be mean to Eric. Eric want to fucking work a job instead of podcasting. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He need to get it together.
He must got a family to take care of or some shit.
Something. We're going to have him talk about his marriage when he get married. Eric, you get married? He had a big wedding?
Yeah, he's married.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had a big wedding because I didn't know him when he got married. So that's another discussion I can have with him because I haven't divulged into any of y'all marriages yet because y'all are actually married. Yeah. Like you said that on the one episode, you were like, me and him are both married. And I'm like, no, I let it go because, I love my girl, but I let y'all, yous are both married for real.
Dang, you need a wedding, Choke?
Nah.
No, y'all don't want to. Y'all don't want a marriage. Y'all don't want a wedding.
She was married. She's my girl's a divorcee.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Not damn, but damn. Not like damn. You know.
So it really didn't work out for her the first time. So
she's not pressed to do it again. I really don't think it's about the. It's about the act. Man, you guys go. Both. One thing I would say about me and Jesse is we both pick each other daily. You know what I mean? It wasn't always like that. But after we got married, it kind of turned. Like I realized where my flaw was, and it was that I didn't take our relationship serious enough to support him in the ways that I wanted to be supported back. Does that make sense? You know?
Yeah.
Then
those are things you gotta look at when you get into marriage and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My son told me the other day, mind you, my son's 5 years old. He said he don't want to get married. He said because then you got to follow that person around. And he said you got to go to
basically.
He said you got to go to their house. He said I don't like other people's houses. I like this house with you guys.
Yeah, that's a lot. He knows something. Like, do you want to spend all your time with this person? Do you want to change your life, your living situation, all of that?
Like maybe you.
All of that.
Maybe you.
He knew a little something, man.
he was on, right?
Yeah, he knew something. He was talking about something for sure. He said, "I like this house. I don't like going to other people's house."
We definitely could have used Eric's motherfucking him working to segue into our topic on odd jobs, but then we just kept on moving with
being
the weddings.
A wife is an odd job.
You think so? A housewife? Yeah. You think a housewife counts as an odd job?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. You know, I ain't been at work since October, and I feel more busy now than I was when I was working.
For real?
Hell yeah, I'm busy. I get up early. I'm out all day. I'm running around. Look. I've been up since I woke up at 6 o'clock today, and it's about to be. I don't know what time it is right now.
But you still got school and stuff, right? You had class today?
I know I didn't have class today. I worked today. For the first time in 6 months, I think, just about. I actually went and got up and went to a job today.
Nice.
That was a really hard transition for me, because I'm used to making like more money, you know. And this job, I don't make as much money, but it's way more convenient, and the energy is so much better.
You got a boss now.
Yeah.
How's that?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure you can go from not having a boss to somebody telling you what to do today. Like, all right.
He seems cool. Me and him are on the same wave. Like, my boss was actually on making the band, but we're not gonna talk about that right now.
No, we're not gonna talk about that till we get him as a guest.
Yeah, he can tell us about it.
Yeah, we got some cool guests lined up for the
Hopefully,
for the show.
I talked to him about it today. He didn't yay or nay. He was like, somebody else interrupted saying they wanted to come on the pod, talk about odd jobs. He raises reptiles.
He raises reptiles.
Yeah, I think he said he got some tegus.
I have a friend who does that. He just I think he was selling some snakes this week. He was cutting down on the space in his, I don't know what you call that, where the reptiles live, a terrarium.
Their enclosure, their terrarium, yeah, their habitat, whatever you want to call it. Aquarium, terrarium, planetarium, the draconians.
Not the planetarium. But yeah, he was cutting down on his inventory of reptiles by half, so he was letting some go for sale for the low and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But yeah, I got this shit. They could both come in here and talk about that because that's a cool topic too.
It is.
That's a different kind of odd job.
Yeah.
Than the odd jobs we were discussing, like a professional mourner.
What is it? Professional mourner. How do you do that professionally?
I know some girls who would be good at that. Just get with you and cry for no reason.
Being dramatic. Me. It could have been me.
Right. See, you might be able to do that.
I was mourning. My people.
Professional mourner, you could get with people and be sad with them.
Well, as an actor, I guess. You could do that.
Boom, yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
That right there could definitely help with your acting.
I don't know if I could.
Be like, some days I really have to go outside and be professionally sad. You'll get there.
I tried it. Me and my one of my classmates, we had to go over a scene, and we stopped like, "Can you cry?" And we started like, and we both got teary-eyed. I was like, "Damn, we're good."
Acting is an odd job too.
That is a very odd job.
I know plenty of females who could cry on command. Don't even be sad about shit in real life. Get in front of you, cry.
Sad. I need $40.
Right, exactly. Turn around right after they get the $40 and turn into the fucking purple demon emoji.
The baddest bitch on OF.
Right.
Shit.
OF, that's an odd job. You know what I mean?
It is a job.
You out there showing the goods for the sometimes the high, sometimes the low. Like I know some joints they OF, it's $50 a month to look at this. I know some joints it's $5 a month to look at this. You know what I mean?
That is an odd job. And like a job, some people are good at it. It's what they do. I was talking about this. Somebody got to do it. It's a field. It's a field. sex work is a
It
field.
is. It is. It's a whole field. It's a
Yeah.
big, and it's grown into a bigger field than what it's ever been. For real, for real.
Yep. I'm down. I support the sex work. I support the OnlyFans women. I support the strippers, the scrippers, and the hayos.
I support strippers. I support sex workers. I
Shit.
don't like strip
Do your
clubs.
thing.
That's another odd job. Strip clubs, because that's not. Some of them don't do OF work, or some of them do OF work as a side job. Some of them are actually in school to excel past having
Getting
been a
their
stripper or
bag.
whatever. You know what I mean? But it's just an odd job on your way up. Stripping is an odd job.
She was saying about the dude that dives in the dookie, the cow dung to unclog the
the
silo or whatever.
That's an odd job, but that's a high paying odd job.
I mean, well,
because it's $1 million per mission. Every time he has to jump into some shit, it's $1 million.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll do it. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it because I don't want that. Like I was telling you, I did some home health care for a little bit. And, you have to help people go to the bathroom. Some of them can't wipe themselves.
Yeah.
And I would wipe them and, you smell it. You're right there. And I feel like that sat in my, like it just sat there. And I could just, everywhere I went, I could smell it.
I feel you.
So I feel like if I had to jump in some cow doo-doo, like I would just, I couldn't smell nothing but that.
I used to work with medical marijuana. I did trimming when I first started. I used to trim it, so I'd just be in the room fucking getting the leaves off the bud all day. And then I got...
Talk about that.
I don't want to say I got
That's
moved.
an odd job.
I don't want to say I got moved up because it was the same pay. Then I started cultivating.
Talk about this.
So cultivating, we grow the bud. It's pretty much cultivating weed. So from stems, I never got the chance to pop any seeds. We cultivate from stems and get the weed. I'm not gonna tell you about the whole process, but anyways,
I know everybody's taking notes.
Working with marijuana, I would smell like weed all day. After
you
work,
smell like weed all day.
Yeah, right. No, but I'm saying it's different though. The burnt weed and fucking growing weed. Yeah, that weed is way stronger. Like if you drive past there right now, you can smell their weed, and I would smell that shit would be in my pores. I get in the shower,
so what is it like?
And I could,
Did you feel high?
No, you don't get high from that shit. But I'm just saying, I could smell the weed.
See me off the.
I could smell the weed coming out of my pores because I was just in that shit all day long, every day, covered with weed dust. It'd be all over me,
and that's
all over your wrist
so
and everything.
Imagine that being cow dookie, cow dung.
Now, see, that dude has to hop in with a hazmat suit, a full suit with oxygen. It's like a hazmat diver suit. You know what I mean?
Somebody had to create that suit, like I was talking about.
That's an odd job too.
Watch some of the content that I had to watch for class the other day. They were doing it was discussing the Broadway show Wicked, the musical. I don't know if you guys are familiar. It basically goes into the story of the Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch of the West and who she is and how she's really not bad or whatever. It's kind of cool, a cool story.
Okay.
But they were talking about the costume designers. They've had so far 4 different people play the Miss Morabelle or whatever her name is. And they create 4 different costumes of the same costume for tailor it to the person. I feel like that's cool. You don't think about that. Like that's an odd job. Not odd. It's a kind of a dope job.
It is.
But you're recreating the same piece.
The same piece over and
over. Bead by bead.
They have to do that shit.
Thread by thread.
A lot of shit like that in movies. They have to make
that shit
they have to change scenes with cars. They got to put the same exact dents in them. You know what I mean? Say they damage something. In the next scene, they got to use that same or a different one. The same thing, damage in the same spots, just for the what's that called? Continue. So it's continuous, so it looks the same in every scene. Consistent. Yeah.
There we go. And then you think that's a job. That's a job.
I seen what's
that's when you got to know all different types of math and algebra and
all of that
geometry and all that comes into play.
Uma Thurman shared a picture of her.
Forgot about her.
Her Kill Bill outfit, and you can see she had the regular one in the front. And the one that had all the blood on it in the back. Same exact outfit though. But they had the fake blood stain one and they had the regular one.
Stain it the same. Make sure it was the same every time for different scenes or
it's in the suit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's an odd job.
That is.
It really is.
Designer clothes for movies and stuff like that.
It's dope. That's a dope job though. That's really cool. I feel like you don't realize that there's so much out there for you to do. People limit themselves.
They do. You ever see that dude? He's a dog chiropractor.
Oh,
You ever
the
watch
dogs be like...
dogs be getting their backs cracked online and shit and be like,
I be hating.
like, where do you study?
I be covering
Where'd you
that.
go to study this at? Because he's probably the only person in his town for miles, in towns for miles, cracking dogs' backs.
Yeah.
So when he puts his shit like, hey man, like you don't even know your dog needs his back cracked. But you know
How do you know?
Because he can't.
How do you find out?
He can't tell you that. But that guy knows. That guy
You just take the pull
pull
up
up
with
to
the
your
dog.
crib, put your dog in a full Nelson, boom, and now your dog's his. Because the dogs immediately fall in love. Like nigga, I didn't know I needed my back cracked.
The dog's like yes. Yes. I got 4 dogs. That sounds expensive.
Let's see if we can get him on the pod. Like, how did you get that job, bro?
Yo, you should.
What made
dog chiropractor guy? Please see this. We need you. Or anybody else who might do something like that.
Like a weird
cat
job.
chiropractor, lizard chiropractor, the reptile guys. I wonder if they crack the...
I'm gonna get my reptile guy on here. We gotta get my reptile. We gotta
lizard
get
bats.
reptile bro on here.
Yeah. I think that would be cool. That would be decent. That'd be cool. I'm not an expert at anything but talking shit. I always tell y'all that. That's what I do. This is an odd job. Getting in front of a
Well, podcasting?
camera, talking, making sure that you keep the flow going.
Shit. You got a whole podcast of your own coming up soon. Talk about it. Back
Well,
talk.
we're gonna
with
talk
Vicky.
about their back talk.
And the
I'ma do a
logo
little-
that kind of looks like you. Your logo looks
I
more
tried.
like you than mine looks like me.
It was supposed to. This supposed to be you, Cho?
No, not at all.
You're missing the eye patch.
Yeah.
And you're missing you gotta be missing the other eye. I like that though. It's cute. It kind of reminds me of like the games back in the day.
Right? It started
Yeah.
off. Did I show you what it used to be?
What?
It started off as Pete from the Goof Troop.
Oh, that's what it was. Pete from
Yeah.
Goof Troop. There
But
we go.
I didn't want to get sued by Disney, so we watered it down
had
a
to.
lot, a whole lot. Yeah.
So it's not Pete from Goof Troop, so
To the point where my fucking logo, for real,
not Pete.
is a cow. Everybody always asks me what it is. Like, oh, it's a little pirate dog.
It don't look like a cow. It looks
But
like a
neither
dog.
does Pete from fucking Goof Troop. But that's what the fuck he is.
What do he look like?
Are they dogs or
They're
are
all
they cows?
different. They're dogs. They're all
Oh,
dogs.
the dogs? All right, so,
Yeah.
so he's a dog then.
Okay. Or he's a cow if Disney's listening.
I thought them things were cows. I didn't know what they
They're
were.
dogs. They're definitely dogs.
I thought they were malnourished cows.
That's fucked up.
I did.
Cows during the famine.
Because how the fuck how does Disney have Goofy and Pluto? Like, Pluto's an actual dog.
Goofy had a dog? No, Pluto is
It's Mickey's dog.
Mickey's
but I'm
dog.
saying, though, they're all the same gang.
It's a different type of... Yeah, you're right. I guess Goofy's a more woke type of dog. Like the Anunnaki fucked with him a little bit.
Okay. That don't
got
got shit to do with Disney, but
different,
I'll allow it.
We could get into that. That's the kind of stuff I'm going to be talking about on my podcast. Not every day, but here and there.
Okay.
Some spiritual stuff, some history, I guess, if you could call it, because it's kind of not proven, but... You know, if you want to believe it, I believe it.
It's historical religion. That's an odd job. About pastor?
Like being a theologist.
Yeah.
My professor is a Christian. He believes in the Bible, but his major is in theology.
Right. So he teaches all religions to people.
Which is to me, that's like, you got to have real strong,
faith.
like, strong faith to do such a thing.
Because the more you do stuff like that, you find out how all these religions are very similar.
So for you to
stay connected, have your faith in one is.
I told him, I said, I
very
respect
strong
that.
faith.
I respect that. Me and him
That's
go back and forth
definitely
a
an
lot.
odd job.
But yeah.
Would you be arguing with your professor?
Not arguing. No. We talk. We shoot like beliefs and ideas and things back and forth. And he's very respectful. He's always like, "Wow, I never looked at it from that perspective. That's interesting." And I like to get his perspective, and I basically feel the same way. Like, thanks. I've told him like, thanks. I appreciate you having these conversations. Like, I respect the fact that you do this.
Right.
Being that you have your beliefs. So,
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. What was what else was
Talking
except for the odd jobs?
Self-improvement.
Self-improvement.
Kind of did a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Self-improvement with the odd jobs. Don't limit yourself to work. I feel people like we put these limitations on ourselves as to who we are, where we're gonna go, what we can do and what we can't do, and it's like that is just a limitation because of you're as big as your environment, I guess, right?
Right.
So you gotta start looking outside of that, start changing up your environment, opening up your mind, you can only manifest what you know to manifest, right? If you don't know what you can't manifest it, you gotta start thinking bigger, looking out.
The statement is real. Like they say, you aim for the moon. Like even if you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. If you follow what you like, for real, something that you like, you can get into that field and it branch off into a
Other
billion
stuff
other
that
things
you wouldn't
that you
even
like.
know, that you wouldn't
Like I
even know you're
started
doing.
off DJing, but while I was DJing, people always say, "You make beats? You make beats?" I never made a beat in my life. Then I fucking started around and started producing. And 1 year I earned at least like 20 times off of 20 times more money off of beats than I did DJing.
DJing.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
dope. That's dope.
it'd be like that sometimes. So
And then for somebody like me,
and now I do podcasting, which is just something that
I
it
don't
came
know
with
nothing
the
about
territory.
beats, right? So I'm like, that's what I think about when I think about this with podcasting. I hope that it expands and I can, find different paths to go down.
Yeah,
So I'm always grateful to you for this opportunity.
no doubt.
Because you could have been like, I don't like her. Get her out of here.
Nah, shout out to Jay for the link.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Oh, yeah, he's cool.
Forever for that.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh yeah,
I'm
he's
grateful
cool.
too. Thank you. Thanks, Jay.
Jay do an odd job. He do marketing,
Yeah.
website design. When I first ever linked with him, we were doing he was doing clothing design, and he had a website similar to the devil, like World Star.
The devil.
Yeah,
For real?
World Star is the devil.
I knew about his clothing line. I was friends with Jay on Facebook for years.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we know each other, know of each other. I remember his clothing line and all that. I always liked how he always knew he's a go-getter. He's gonna get the bag. He's gonna learn some shit. He's like self-taught. Everything.
Self-made. That's what the clothing line was.
Self-made.
And it's crazy because I think he sold that whole thing for some money.
Yeah.
He probably made like a couple shirts, and then somebody wanted what was his already, and was like, "All right,
take that.
Yeah.
I'll work on something else."
Real shit. Now he does.
Listen,
Let
him go.
Not for nothing. He probably found out what he could do along the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta bring him in here for an episode. Why the hell don't we sit down with you,
go.
Jay?
Let him go.
We gotta go. We gotta go to Atlanta.
He's not local anymore.
Yeah, we gotta go to Atlanta.
Down there.
Yeah.
Shit, that's a good drive. I like to drive. That's a drive.
You want to drive to Atlanta?
Hell yeah, I love that road trip. It's like I could make it right
hours.
there. Atlanta, yeah, because you're going more that way. I've driven to Florida, to Miami, to Orlando, Kissimmee. I love it.
I drove. Well, I used to live in Kissimmee. I drove back from there.
There's a fly.
That's about it. A fly.
Yeah. You want to get on the pod?
Yeah. If you could be a fly on the wall in this room, the things you would hear.
Our stuff gets put out to y'all, so y'all know y'all are the fly on the wall in this room. Kind of.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Flies on the wall, respectfully. No disrespect. But yeah, and then that's another thing. Like you said, he sold his business or whatever. That's another thing too. You got to learn to grow. You got to learn to let go. Because if you hold on to something too long, you know what I'm saying? So self-improvement. Yeah. Sometimes self-improvement is letting go of shit so that you could move on to the next thing.
For sure. You ever run into anything like that? What you have to let go of so you can move on to the next thing?
Alcohol, strippers, and cocaine.
All of that? Damn.
Alcohol, strippers, cocaine, rock and roll. No, I'm just kidding. Just a lifestyle. I was real, that's all I knew. My environment, all everybody did was hang out and, try to be gangsters and bad bitches. I had to pull myself out of that environment. I started seeing people doing different things, and I'm like, oh, you could do this? This is so easy. This is easy. That's easy. Like where I'm at currently right now, I'm in a good place. I come here and do the podcast. I'm not making billions and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I enjoy doing this. This is something that I've always wanted to do. First it was the radio, and
you
now
still do radio. Radio just gotta be open to having hosts that aren't
taking theater
that are local.
Yeah. The radio station.
Yeah. None of the hosts be local. The DJs be all local, but like when you listen to the radio station, it'd be like all hosts from New York and shit. Even Power 99, they got like syndicated shows with fucking Angela Yee, and her shit's not local at all. It's like Angela Yee and Mano all the time.
Sam, how you feel about her leaving the?
That was great. That's probably something she had to branch off and do for herself.
You got to let go of something to move on to something.
That's what I'm saying. She got a syndicated show that I feel like it kind of invades my space a little bit. But whatever.
Invades your space.
Yeah, because they're not ever talking about anything that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Because this is Pennsylvania and they're like clear New Yorkers. They do New York radio. No offense. It's just I'm from here and they're there talking to me, and I want to hear about shit here.
Yeah.
In this area, you know what I mean?
That's what we're going to do, Chuck. We're going to bring this area to this area. And then some.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% with
Gonna
that.
bring it.
We could get it done. If I got faith in anybody, it's always us. Have faith in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's fucking rule number 1. Love you.
J. Cole said that.
And then,
did he? What did he say? He said love some.
I tried to keep this episode non-current event.
We're gonna leave it alone.
I don't want to talk about J. Cole.
Me neither.
None
I
of
just
that,
thought
man.
about it. Oh, it's love yours, your life.
Yeah, love yours.
Love yours.
Yeah, love yours. That's one of my favorite J. Cole songs.
Yeah, man.
But he's not one of my favorite people right now. So we're gonna end the whole episode at there
That's
before
it. We're
before I
done.
start
No
getting
more.
mad. Peace out.
Thank you for watching.